I thought about directing for a long time. You know, you understand when you've made as many films as I have, you understand what that perspective is and the creative control that that gives you. So that's a very attractive thing, you know. I've always considered myself to be a storyteller anyway, even though I'm just, you know, playing one role in a particular movie. But yeah, so the step is, you know, probably if you think about it, it's to be expected. It's like a natural step, particularly at the age I'm at, you know, slowing down, full of injuries and, you know, all of that. But for me, the opportunity to be the one that's actually telling the story, it's a very compelling thing. It's taken me a long time to do it, but I think it was the right time. Well, that was an incredible situation. That, you know, it was a very trusting and a connected experience, you know, making that request, because it started a long time before we needed to be there. And, you know, we'd heard that it was impossible and we shouldn't bother asking, you know, and that many other people had been allowed to shoot on the outside of the Blue Mox, but there'd been no actual film company allowed to take their cameras inside. So, you know, we started from a long way away from the point. You know, we started talking to Turkish cultural leaders in Australia and asking them the best way about it, you know, which led to a meeting with the mayor of Istanbul, which led to a meeting with the Minister of Culture. Now, none of these guys can say yes or no because it's not their choice, but they can certainly affect the attitude with which the request is passed on. And I had positive meetings with all of them, and it was the meeting with the Culture Minister, I think, where he tested me quite a bit. He asked me a lot of questions and sort of tried to test my heart, really, I think, you know. And he said to me, tell me something that I can tell somebody else. Tell me a reason, you know. Tell me something that I can use, you know. Why should you be allowed to do this? And I said to him, this is a promise that I make you, you know. Our footprint will be very small, but the resonance of what we shoot will be gigantic. And he was very still for a moment, and he went, I can use that. That's very good, you know. So it was a process of gaining people's trust. And, you know, what we asked for was the simplest version. I mean, what you'd want to do is be able to go in there, lay track, hang some lights, you know, and just shoot it, like, you know. But what we asked for was 2 hours between prayers. We would carry everything in, and we would just shoot with available light. So it was a very simple request, really. We weren't asking them to change their day or anything like that, but it just meant we had to move extremely fast. We had to run in there and just start shooting what we had. So it was a great privilege, and I'm very grateful for their trust.